Shalom, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Rulewell, and Shalom to all the Archim that are teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. Primarily, Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and to the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS England Line of Broadcasters camp, back for another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. I like to begin my lessons by mentioning that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans predominantly. But you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered among all nations to our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because Numbers 1 and verse 18 tells you that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I'm going to do another video here, going into, how do you say, the Bible's influence in, popular culture, where people don't even realize that, the Bible can be an influence in these things. It indeed is. And I've got an example on the screen here from, this is, a screen recording of the Fantastic Four cartoon that was made in the 1960s, I believe. The old school one made by Hanna-Barbera. I was watching this recently because I'm into, this type of thing. Comics and old school cartoons and shit like that. So it's kind of up my street. I was just watching this particular episode, and it took something straight from the scriptures. I'm going to play the clip. But before I do that, let me give a bit of a backstory, because Fantastic Four was created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. And there's no doubt in my mind that Jack Kirby was a Jake, 100%, because he was one of the most respected names in the history of comics. They used to call him Jack King Kirby because he came up with so many characters and stories, many of which are what you see in making money today in Hollywood, such as, named characters like Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, as I said, the Fantastic Four. I believe he had a hand in the X-Men as well. And then he went over to DC because he was working for Marvel. These are Marvel characters, but then he went over to DC Comics, their biggest rival. And he came up with concepts like Darkseid and the New Gods, and that's pretty awesome. And when you get into it, the character Darkseid, that's basically a metaphor for Yahweh Shai, man. Lord willing, I'll do a lesson going into that character, because that really is straight from the scriptures, man. Straight from the scriptures, because not to get too deep into it, not to get sidetracked, but one of Darkseid's main powers is what's referred to as the Omega Beam. And Darkseid is a character with a very dark skin and glowing red eyes that look like a flame of fire. Again, straight out of the scriptures. And what do the scriptures say of Yahweh Shai? He's the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. Darkseid's main special attack is what's known as the Omega Beam. Anyway, don't want to get sidetracked because that's going into other stuff, but staying on the Fantastic Four. And I was watching this particular episode. Let me play this clip and we'll see what this clip demonstrates, and I'll show you in the scripture where they got this concept from. Again, it's one of those things that will probably fly over most people's heads, pun intended, but it goes to show you that the scriptures always keep coming up. Let's play this clip.
Any idea where he's operating from? Getting a reading on a strange image. I hope I'm right.
We know he's got to be working from outer space. If we can locate him, can we get there before the tidal waves start?
I've got him on the scope. Put it up on the big reflector screen. Wow! Look at the size of that ship! Let me adjust and I'll burn through that cloud. There. Now I'll see if I can get through the what's inside.
It's got everything. There's the vaporizer that makes the cloud cover.
Here's the cloud again.
Hey, that's the strange cloud that's been right over the city all week.
That's right.
Doom's ship is made of anti-radar alloy. But the atomic magnet on our ship should zero us in on him without any trouble. Let's prepare for blast off.
Right, so that's a fucking ridiculous comment that came up on the screen there. Someone uploading a video about Godzilla killing the Moe, so I get the fuck out of here with that, man. I have no idea what that video is going to be about or trying to portray, but that's just some ridiculous shit, you know, and we don't push that here at GMS. But I got a notification from a channel about ironically comics and, you know, things that go on in comics. So that's something that they're pushing, but that's some bullshit and folly. So ignore that one. Back to my point, the scriptures come up everywhere. And as you saw in this clip, what was I trying to say? It showed a spaceship and it was cloaked in a cloud. And then they showed that when they penetrated the cloud, the spaceship was within it. What scripture should that remind you of? It should remind you of Zechariah, the 5th chapter. Let me get Zechariah 5. And this cartoon was made back in the 1960s, I believe. This is Zechariah 5 verse 1. This is straight out of the scriptures. Excuse me. It says, Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So, there's another scripture on it, bear with me. I believe it's in Exodus. Let me get this one. Exodus 13:21. Yep, that's what I want. Exodus 13 verse 21 says, And Yahweh went before them by day in the pillar of a cloud to lead them in the way, and by night a pillar of fire to give them light, and to go by day and night. And he took not away the pillar of a cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. So it shows you that when we were led out of Exodus into Egypt, it was a chariot that was over us, and it was giving us it appeared in the shape of a cloud in the day, and at night it would appear in like it was on fire to give us light by night, so we could go by day and by night. So that's a concept straight from the scriptures. There's a scripture also, is it Psalms 104? Might be Psalms 104 and verse 3. There we go, yeah. Let's start from Psalms 104 and verse 1. Bless Yahweh, O my soul, O Yahweh, my power. Thou art very great, thou art clothed with honour and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretchest out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. You see, he makes the clouds his chariots. So you can see that, was it Fantastic Four 1960s cartoon? Took straight from the scriptures, man. And it's no surprise because there's so many elements in comics that take straight from the scriptures, which most people don't know. I'll play this clip one more time and I'll close out, Lord willing. It's been edifying.
Any idea where he's operating from? Getting a reading on a strange image. I hope I'm right.
We know he's got to be working from outer space. If we can locate him, can we get there before the tidal waves start?
I've got him on the scope.
Put it up on the big reflector screen. Wow! Look at the size of that ship!
Let me adjust and I'll burn through that cloud. There. Now I'll see if I can get through the skin. We'll see what's inside.
It's got everything. There's the vaporizer that makes the cloud cover.
Here's the cloud again.
Hey, that's the strange cloud that's been right over the city all week.
That's right.
Doom's ship is made of anti-radar alloy. But the atomic magnet on our ship should zero us in on him without any trouble. Let's prepare for blast off.
So there you go. Once again, the Bible comes through in popular culture in ways people don't even perceive. So Lord willing, that's been a little edifying quick hit with that, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the nation, elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now.